Good morning, Internet. I want to talk to you about something that you can do that's petty, and it's actually beneficial. Um, you want to really be petty? Succeed at something. Now, I know that's like, oh, that's a tall order, Supernova, but it's true. You see, I am in the position I'm in, and I've been through what I've been through because I desired to be my best self. Narcissistic people, NPD people, mentally ill people, do not want to see you succeed. Now, there's a difference between haters and narcissists. Haters will gossip about you. Haters will give you snide looks. Haters will pop their lips and click their teeth. But narcissistic people will go out of their way to make sure that you do not succeed, or you don't succeed in something that they know will surpass them. I say this because this has happened to me. This is why I'm here talking to you right now, is because I desire success. I wanted to do something and be something bigger and greater and better. And the narcissistic people in my life made me pay for it. Now, how did they make me pay for it? I had family members steal money from me when I had a chance to go to college. They didn't want me to leave. They didn't want to be alone. I had lovers who would nag me, belittle me, humiliate me in public because someone who was more attractive, someone who had more money, someone that they knew they couldn't beat, looked my direction and decided to talk to me. I had a spouse who did everything in his power to stop what I was doing. Initially, he was very, very forthcoming and very supportive. But then when he saw that I was starting to make more money than him, then it was a problem. That's the thing when you're married to a narcissistic person and you want to be better, is that you can't really hide your finances that well. And granted, I did hide my finances. I had my own bank accounts, but he still knew, right? Because while we were living together in our house, I was making enough money to start repairing the house because he wouldn't do it. He wanted to spend his money on other things, and I wanted to spend the money on our investment. That was the key sign, right? So you want to get back at a narcissistic person, be successful. Like, pick something, pick anything. It could be, a food drive. It could be something small. It could be getting a raise. It could be losing weight. It could be getting a new car. It could be paying off all your debt. Something that you know for a fact is going to rattle that narcissistic person. Succeed in it. And I mean, don't just succeed. Make sure that you blow it out of the water. Now, you may say, this isn't really petty, Supernova. Oh, it is. It is. Let me tell you why it's petty. Narcissistic people do not like to have anyone take their limelight at all. Now, granted, they're very competitive when they think they can do something great. Do not think that all narcissistic people are scrubs. That's not the case. We wouldn't see the celebrities that we see if they didn't have some kind of drive. But they cannot have anyone share their limelight. Right? Or if that person does share their limelight, there is a different market, right? I am not big on the hip hop culture, but I do listen to music. And I will use a prime example of Beyonce and Jay-Z. I don't know these people personally, but they seem like they're pretty legit people. But I was married to a man like Jay-Z, right? I was married to a dude who thought that the sun rose and set around him and that he was above the law. Unlike Beyonce, I didn't stay with him. But then again, the person I was married to was not worth millions and millions of dollars. But as you can see, Beyonce is a bit of the empath in the situation. She is the kind one. She is the giving one. And Jay-Z is the taker. I mean, the news tells you that. So when a narcissistic person sees that you're going to succeed and they can't profit off of it, they do not want you to succeed at all, period. And so they will do everything in their power to stop that. So it's petty. It's petty when you succeed out of spite. It's petty when you steal the limelight from them. Nothing will piss a narcissist off than being number two. You have to remember that and use that as fuel to succeed in whatever you want to do. My former narcissistic people in my life, they still have flying monkeys. And those flying monkeys, they check up on me every now and then. They might even speak to me, but they never have long conversation because thankfully for the narcissistic people in my life, they kind of screwed the pooch really big and there's nothing they can say to make me go back, right? So they watch and then they see and then they're like, oh, well, Supernova is doing this now and Supernova is doing that now and Supernova's blah, blah, blah. And nothing pisses off a narcissist more than you being happy and you being successful, even in the worst of times. Because typically, narcissistic people don't plan. They are very rarely successful. And if they are successful, they don't really stay that way for long term unless there's somebody empathic in their corner. So if you're thinking about celebrities that's successful, let me tell you about the empaths that basically mop up their slop. You can't be a successful narcissist and be by yourself. There's always somebody there to go ahead and take the body blows. There's always an empathic punching bag. But a narcissist by themselves, they can't survive. Their ego won't let them. So let them watch you. Let them watch you succeed at something. And then keep succeeding. Keep succeeding. And if you have a failure, say it's a life lesson. Never let them see you in pain. Always let them see you glow up, right? And I'm not going to lie. I'm getting to the point now where I'm thinking about just picking up everything that I've done, picking up everything that I've earned, picking up all my successes, and just ghosting all the narcissistic people in my life and their flying monkeys. And just let them wonder where I am. See, the beautiful thing about being this petty is that you succeed and then you disappear. So that way, they can't even follow you. That way, they can't even see what you're doing unless it's from a distance, unless it's on TV or radio or in print. Let them see you succeed because if you keep doing something long enough, you will be successful at it. I'm proof of that. So please, this is petty. It is petty because you are literally getting revenge by being super good. But it's kind of good petty because it really is good for yourself. You finally get to see how awesome you really were. You finally get to see how these toxic, negative, sick, twisted people spent all their time trying to snuff out your light instead of just fixing theirs. There you go, Internet. Have a good one and enjoy your success.